Morning YouTube. I thought I'd do a garden update because it's we're well into autumn now, mid-autumn, and I wanted to show you this is where I live. So this is the front entrance of my house, or the land that we live on. This is the walk. I can go down there to the river, and we can go up that way, up that path for walks with the dogs. And around here is the drive. So the drive's just down there with all the rhododendrons and that on the side. So we'll go down to the garden now and have a look at some of the things happening down there. We got loads of really cool fungi in the garden at the moment. We get all sorts here. This is Betty Bovine, my neighbour's cow. She's not that friendly. I mean, she'll let you get so far to her because obviously they winter feed her, but that's about as far as she'll put up with. I mean, I can walk up to the fence to her. She won't move away, but you can't pet her or anything. Yeah, see, she took a step back. So here's one of the garden paths, looking good. Anyway, but got some more cool looking fungi there, and that white weird stuff there. And look at these ones down the end here. I don't have to buy the plastic ones because I've got real ones. Look at those, they're amazing. We get loads of amazing ones. Look at that red one over there. So obviously I never touch them. They're probably highly poisonous, but they're cool to have, and you get them in the autumn. So here's the garden through here. Things are still looking good. All the dahlias are looking good. They'll stay there now until they get frosted off at the top, and then I'll just trim them back. I'm lucky enough that I can leave my dahlia tubers in the ground. They will survive the winter there, so that's pretty good. Budsy's just gone after a bird, so it's all looking still reasonable. That lovely orange canna lily there, still going. See, the poor bird box is fallen down. It's got a really cool nest inside. I don't know if you can see it. So we might try and get another one put up for the birds. Some more cool looking fungi. So looking really good. This is the fern, and fern is covered in pine needles. We've had some really high winds and a lot of rain here the last couple of days. Sickleman, that's what I was trying to say. Garden, so that looks really good. I've planted it around with some hostas, but they're all going over now. They're all starting to die back. But I'm pleased with the fern. Oh, and the moss. It's got moss in it, so I'll clear the pine needles off later and make it look a lot nicer. Another load of fungi. So this area's picked up since I last filmed it. I've put in a few ferns around the decorative mushrooms there, or fungi, and I've put some large hostas in the back there. Obviously they're going over now. Budsy, off the garden, hun. He's got an habit of standing on the little plants, which doesn't do him any good. So the ferns are starting to look good. So I'm quite pleased with this area. Some more ferns here taking off. So they'll slowly take off. Like I say, it's a slow process because they don't get a lot of sun at the back here. This is called, it's going over now, the flower. It's been snapped, either one of the dogs or something. But this is called a Belladonna. And it just comes up with a flower. Yeah, it's completely snapped now. Comes up with a flower first, lovely beautiful flower, and then the leaves follow it. So the planters at the front are still looking good. I'm still having to water them because they're under the eaves, so they don't get any rain or anything there, but that's okay. I showed the succulents the other day, but here they are. They're looking really, really good. Really pleased with those succulent gardens. I've replanted my pots out the front for the autumn, winter, so they should grow away slowly throughout the winter. They don't look nothing at the moment. I put the pine cones in because it stops the birds from digging out the compost. Potted up the begonias that I had the other day that I bought reduced. They're still putting on a bit of a show, but they're very much going over now, so as soon as they completely die back, I shall pop them in the greenhouse and hopefully they'll come away again next year. This is my citrus corner, as I call it. So in here we've got lemon, lime and kaffir lime, which is just the leaves. You use that in cooking. This is the kaffir lime. Here. Back there is a mandarin, but that mandarin is never flowered, but it puts on a lovely lot of glossy leaves, so they can stay there. It fills a corner. But we do get lemon and limes. You can see some there. They take ages to ripen, but they'll be ready next year. So here's another view. So all the dahlias are going over now around the front, but like I said before, I'll let them get frosted off at the top, trim them back, and then we tend to cover them in the pine cones, you can see there. And we do put some cloth on them to stop all the birds digging it out and to keep them a bit warmer, because they do get a bit of frost. We do get frost here on our lawn, and that border over there in the distance, that gets quite a bit of frost as well. So here we are. This is quite an attractive flower here. I'll go around so you can see it. I'm not sure the name of this. My neighbour gave me quite a few bulbs from her garden. I think it was last year. It's very, very pretty. I've got quite a few in here. Just a bit of colour in this corner. There's another one there. So there's the Orchid House. And we come around and we walk down around this path. The things are turning autumn colour, got their autumn colours. That plant there, quite a few. They're still looking good, especially considering all the rain we've recently had. Dahlias are beautiful, I love them. All the can't think of the name of those now, mine's gone blank. They all turn to seeds. The star jasmine is still nice. It's still putting on a reasonable show. It's smelling gorgeous too. Have a quick look in the pond. Got some gorgeous acers here, or maples. It's that one there, and that one there is called Shiraz. It's a beautiful colour on that. It looks like it's reverting back on the ends here. And in the pond, and here's the pond, all the fishies, all coming up for the sun. It's nice to see the sun. We've got the waterfall up and running now. We had to get the pump sorted out, so that's sorted. Some nice cosmos there, very tall. On this side, most of the water lilies are dying back now because it's getting cold. The water's getting cold. So that's the pond. Pensimons are still going strong. Brilliant they are. Absolute brilliant for a good show. I put a few in here as well, just to brighten up this area. Got a lovely fuchsia there. Can you see the little tiny, tiny flowers? It's a gorgeous one, that one. So here's the hosta corner. As you can see, it's all looking very sad. So that's all dying back now. Got another gorgeous Acer stroke maple here, and that one's just turning colour now. So he's looking good. Hey Budsy, what do you think of living here now? Do you like it? He's staring at my husband because my husband's got food. So here's the back of the pond, some more ferns and a great big gunner. I'm not sure this gunner is in the right place because it's getting big, but hopefully it will just push its way through. That great big massive flax, which is really, really tall. So then we come around to this area. Got another maple there. And that's just turning and getting its autumn colours, which is great. So as you can see along this border, things are starting to die back. But it's still looking good. A lot of the lilies are dying back. Some of the, I'm not sure what that is. I think it's some sort of dahlia, daisy dahlia. That's dying back. Still a bit of colour down the end where I put a few dahlias in there. And this area here, in my last video, I had a great big grass either side of this hebe. One there and one there. So we took those out because they were getting big and ugly. And again, I've put some more pentstemons in there. Looks like I only had propagated white and red ones, but that's okay. It's still better than the grass, which was pretty boring. So that's it, really. That's the little garden tour. So I hope you enjoyed, and please like if you did, or dislike if you didn't, and I'll catch up with you later. Bye.